everyone. Namaste, friends. Today I'm here sharing a pranayama and this beautiful acronym that I have been writing about. And it is B.R.A.V.E, Bliss, as in B.R.A.V.E and B.L.I.S.S. The pranayama that we are going to begin with today is the puraka pranayama, which is a purifying, cleansing breath. For the Puraka Pranayama, allow yourself to find a comfortable seat, sitting in your pose of choice, whether it be Sukhasana, crisscross applesauce. Maybe it's in your favorite recliner chair, maybe it's in your bed. Just finding a little bit of space for yourself to be comforted. The reason the easy pose Sukhasana is recommended for yogis who meditate is because we are grounding into the earth and we are absorbing the energy from the earth, and it gets channeled up through our spine, and when we have an erect spine we can help summon our energy within, and some people call that kundalini energy or just energy of the vertical path, and that energy can shoot straight up our spine and align all the way through our spiritual chakra, which connects us to the divine, to source energy, to God, to love, to light that is within you. So you can take your favorite, also escaping me right now, mudra, your favorite mudra. I think this one's called the Gaya. It's just creating a circle, and so this is your fire finger, which is your ego finger, and then this is your earthly finger. So you're connecting your earthly finger to your ego finger and opening up. For the Puraka Pranayama, you breathe deeply into the heart space. So begin by taking a long, lengthened inhale, long and fluid inhale, and then followed by an organic, natural exhale. Taking a long, lengthened inhale into the heart space. By a fluid, just letting go, exhale. When you exhale, allow yourself to let go. Exhaling is your most powerful force. So as you allow yourself to exhale, you allow yourself to let go at a deeper level. Also, creating an audible sound as an ah or a ha can be very helpful for this practice. Breathing in long, purifying breath into the heart space. Dropping the jaw and letting it just go. Long, fluid inhale. Slow exhale. Long inhale. Exhale. Allowing yourself to let go with each breath a little bit more. Inhale. Purifying and cleansing and detoxifying. And take 5 more Puraka Pranayamas on your own timing. Just breathing in long and lengthen into the heart. Slowly letting go. Letting yourself melt away the stressors of the day. Of any worries, fears, or doubts that you might be having. Just allowing yourself to be present with where you are in this moment and being okay with it. Lengthening in deep into the heart space. Letting it go. Imagining there's a beautiful bright light beaming from your heart space. It's a light as bright as the sun, and maybe it's a sun shining from your heart. And with each deep lengthened inhale, you feel that light glowing brighter and brighter, expanding the rays, expanding from the front and the sides and the back of your body, allowing yourself to open up to love and light. yourself to be in the moment where you are. Allowing yourself to let your thoughts calm still. Allow yourself to be present with where you are. Deep and long into the heart space. And gently out. And as you stay in your Sukhasana, allow yourself to still find stillness. Allowing yourself to be present with where you are. I'm going to read to you my acronym of how to brave bliss. As you breathe and open your heart to love, I want you to know that these feelings of peace and love are always, always within you. Brave, as in B.R.A.V.E. B is for believe in yourself. R is for read and recharge and replenish. A is for affirmations. V is for visualize. E is for enjoying the seemingly small moments. For bliss, B.L.I.S.S. The B in bliss is breath, your most powerful force. L is for love. I is a triple whammy. It's intention, intuition, and imagination. S is for sacred space within. And the last S is a spirit living in a human experience. I wanted to share this with you because I truly believe that if we can learn to brave bliss, that we can be our highest self, we can connect to the love and the light within. This week I've just completed listening to Audible, this amazing book called Dying to Be Me from Anita Moorjani, and I will show it to you because if you haven't heard of it, it's amazing. And she actually has a TED Talk. So her book is Dying to Be Me. Can you see that? This is the title. She has a TED Talk. Her name is Anita and Moorjani, Moorjani. She had this near-death experience where she literally had cancer engulfing her entire body and tumors everywhere, all over her body, and she was dying in the hospital. She was withering away to nothing, and she was very young. And she died. Call it her soul, her light, energy, God, whatever it is that you believe in, rose from her body, and she hovered over everything. And as she looked down, everything was very seemingly small and insignificant compared to the vast beauty and joy that she felt. And as she was elevated, she noticed that there was guardian angels and spirits and just love and light everywhere. And she was everywhere. She could hear all, she could see all. Her perception, as she said, went from living our life in a dark room with a flashlight on. And as we shine our flashlights, we're in a dark room and all we can see, actually she said in a warehouse, all you can see what is in front of you. But if one day that flashlight burns out and the overhead light lights up and the whole warehouse is illuminated with light, that's how she could see. Her presence was everywhere. She could hear all of the nurses and the doctors who were frantic. She could hear and feel them. She could hear and feel her husband's words, her family. She could hear and feel her brother who was traveling from India to Hong Kong where she was. She could hear his emotions. She was everywhere. But mostly what I learned from this book was not only that, yes, people can die and come back with a perception of love and light, was that life is so much more than we all think that it is. Life is love. And that's what it comes down to. A life without love is not a life at all. So living every day as we can learn to brave bliss, if we can believe in ourselves. And for me, reading is huge. I get very powered and so helpful to me. And if we can recharge and replenish with meditation or prayer or thought or yoga, whatever your practice is, time to take stillness for yourself. It's pretty powerful. And if we can learn to affirm to ourselves, as in when I say affirmations, I'm meaning the I am affirmations. So when you put any words ahead of I am, you are manifesting and creating your reality. So making sure when you say, today I am love, today I'm light, I am energized, or do you wake up saying, I am tired, I look terrible in this shirt, I don't like the way my body is. What are your I ams? Realigning what those I ams are. And visualizing, which is really tapping into, kind of skipping a little bit ahead to your imagination and visualizing yourself doing the things that you want to do, being the person who it is that you want to be, while still being grateful, because we still need to be grateful. And truly enjoying the seemingly small moments in life. Just enjoying nature, enjoying the sunrise. How many times in the last week did you take time to enjoy the sunrise or the sunset? How many was it? Do you do that? How many times did you stop to smell the flowers? Really acknowledge spring for coming, and even if it's dreary and rainy, finding a little bit of beauty in that and enjoyment. And even in me being a mother, I find moments where I feel so overwhelmed and I don't feel like I know what to do and I don't know how to get my way out of it. I just try to enjoy. I try to enjoy even though there's chaos, and I have a son who's 4 and he tests every single boundary and pushes every single button. I'm learning to open my heart to love. And then if we can learn to breathe, that puraka pranayama breath. Take deep breaths. Because when you can breathe, studies show, and experiences of my experiences in yoga, pranayama, prana is the life force, and yama is the breath. When we bring our breath and our life force together, the world changes. If we could just love, but unconditional love. And unconditional love means all judgment aside, coming from here, from this place, from that heart center. And using intention and intuition to guide our way. Intuition is that gut instinct. It's that first feeling, it's usually those first few thoughts that come in contact with your mind. But we get so lost in all of the ego thoughts that we don't know which one to grab onto. We think, oh my gosh, I'm so stressed, I'm so feared, I'm so worried, I don't know what to do. Stop, breathe, go back to breath, go back into love, go back into believing in yourself and enjoying just stepping back. And know that you always have a sacred space within. And even if you're not aware of this, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, inside of you lays your higher self, your soul, your light, your love. Peace. It's peace. It's when you feel love and peace, and it's a sacred space within, and you can access it at any moment of any day. And you can really find help in accessing this by all these other steps that I just told you. Breathing, believing, being aware, enjoying life. And the last S, as I spoke of, was we are all spirits living a human experience, and knowing that that doesn't mean that we're going to be perfect. That just because we are these spiritual beings, and if you are feeling spiritually evolved or have no idea what I'm talking about, there's no right or wrong. It's okay. Or if you are an enlightened guru or master, kudos and namaste to everyone. That is so beautiful. We are all on our own unique journey, and each journey is just as valid and beautiful as the last. So if you can truly learn how to hold on to how to brave bliss, I believe that it can really help you. I know that it can help you live a better life, because it helped me. I went from sad and lonely and depressed, postpartum depression for almost 5 years, from almost a broken marriage, a very broken marriage. Fell out of love, fell in love, fell out of love, back in love more times than you can count on your hands in a 14-year relationship. And then just something else overcame me and just allowed me to open up to my life. I love you so much from the bottom of my heart and soul. And I'm Shelly from Yoga Bliss, just sending you love, peace, and happiness in some deep, deep, purifying breaths. So remember your breath. Remember to use it. I love you so much. Namaste, my dear friends.